Hi guys, welcome and welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. To my new viewers and my return subscribers, you guys are all amazing. I really do appreciate you all for the constant love and support you show to my channel. Thank you. So without wasting much time, I'll go straight into what today's video is all about. From the title and from the thumbnail, you already know it's a farm video. Okay, so in my previous farm videos, I get this particular question all the time: is waterleaf farming really profitable? That's the question. And before I answer that question, I would like to mention that this video is a continuation of farming in Nigeria video. If you haven't seen it, I will link the video in the description box, so you kindly watch that one, okay, so that you have a proper understanding of this particular video. Okay, and every other farm videos, I will just drop the link in the description box. Now, to answer the question of is waterleaf farming really profitable? Certainly, no one who has a good idea of waterleaf farming will rule out the fact that it is a profitable business venture. Even as I made mention in other of my farm videos, waterleaf farming is by and large highly profitable. That I can tell you for sure. The business is very ideal in the dry season where the demand for it is very high, and I know I've mentioned this in a few of my farm videos. Now, if you must know, waterleaf profitability index according to sources, I also gathered information from those who are also into this business nearby. Okay, the profitability index of this business is very high. It is one business that can give you over 25% of your capital. The money you put in investing into the business and in a space of less than 6 months, you can recover over 80%, if not 100% of the money you invested in the business. This can only happen if the farm is properly handled. Actually, the growing number of consumers of this agricultural produce has created a way for the high demand of it by the consumers. Also, waterleaf is an important part of most delicacies in Nigeria. You can cook afang soup, edikaikon soup, or vegetable soup as it is popularly known without the use of waterleaf. Okay? Meanwhile, I'd like you to note this, should in case you would love to go into this lucrative business. Waterleaf can grow any place. It can grow on any soil, okay, but it flourishes more in a loamy soil with great moisture content in it. As much as it needs water, it also needs sunlight like any other plant. So it is preferably better you grow waterleaf outside in a farm or a garden. As you can see, after planting and pouring manure, just like you saw the women doing, and today they are harvesting the water leaf. Okay, so guys, today is harvest day. Today is harvest day. But I'm so tired. We just got back from Abuja yesterday, and the waterleaf is so grown. As you can see, it's so grown. Okay, and my millionaire farmer is here. My big aunties are here. So they are actually harvesting waterleaf. Okay, so I'm just going to turn the camera over to show you guys the full 4 beds. So at the end of the harvest, like I promised you guys in the previous video, if you haven't seen the video on farming in Nigeria, please do watch that video. You would love it. I promise you would love that video. Okay, so in that video I told you guys that on the harvest day I'm going to do a breakdown on how to make money from waterleaf farm. Oh, connect us more, they send abroad. Maybe this waterleaf everyday video. They send them abroad. Make better money. Auntie said
I should connect her so that they'll be sending this Waterleaf abroad. But it's true. It's very true. I mean, if you live abroad, you know that getting fresh vegetables like this is so hard. I mean, it's so hard. Even ugu, pumpkin leaves, it's so hard. So if there are means to send these vegetables abroad and it will still be fresh, then why not? Please, oh, if you know any means, kindly let us know so this business would go worldwide. Auntie Okoya? Yes. Now, so my darlings, at the end of the harvest, I'll do a proper, how do I put it now? At the end of the harvest, I'll show you guys how the water leaf is being calculated, and then how much money one can make from each bed. Okay, please, this does not apply to every month. I mean, this water leaf business is I don't want to say the name, but they call it a shower business. Auntie, I said it in the real term, okay? Don't mind me. It does not have a steady price, okay? This is rainy season right now in Nigeria. Usually in June, water leaf is meant to be expensive, okay? But the business is not saturated, okay? So before, I mean, as of last year, June, by this time, water leaf, people that count to sellers in the market should have been counting, like, let's say 10 per 1,000 naira, 10 or 8. But right now, like I said, people are not aware of this water leaf farm. So there is a lot of competition out there right now in the market. So it's no longer 10. Okay, as of today, Auntie went to the market to sell the ones she harvested yesterday, and they sold 17, right? Yes. 17 for 1,000 naira. That's like extra 7. So that's why I said whatever calculation we do today is not applied to every month or even every day, because you can go today and sell 17, and then you can go tomorrow and sell 10. You understand? Or you can even go tomorrow and sell 20. So this business, you just have to, have the heart and take it as it comes, okay? So, but as of today, which is the 20th of June, I'm going to let you guys see, or rather, I'm going to show you guys the calculation that we're going to be doing right after the harvest. Okay, so please keep watching, and while you watch, do not forget to give this video a big thumbs up, as it goes a long way in encouraging me, and also it helps my channel grow.
So guys, here is the next day, because we couldn't finish harvesting yesterday because of the rain. We're in raining season and it's really not easy on farmers this raining season. Reason why I mentioned that this is the period when water leaf is usually very expensive because of the rain, but then again the business is saturated and the competition is high. Okay, so what you see me doing is I was taking notes on the number of water leaf that comes out from each bed. Okay, so after harvest, we put the water leaves together and tie them. I don't tie. This is just my first time making attempt to tie the water leaf. It is very hard. It is hard. So this is what it looks like after tying. So this way, I get to count, or rather, I join the women to count the number of water leaf that comes out from each bed. Okay, so let me make this calculation very easy, the way anyone can understand it. Okay, now these women that are harvesting from my farm would go to the market the next morning to count to the people who sell to the end users. I hope you understand that. Okay, so and this is the way it's being counted. They count, it all depends on what the market is on that particular day. Like I mentioned, this calculation is not applicable to every day, but for instance, or rather for example, they might count 15 pieces for 1,000 naira on a particular day. Now, if on that day this particular bed gives me 200 pieces, now when you share that 200 pieces into 15, which is being counted in the market, you would get a total of 13 out of the 200 pieces. Now you do that 13 times 1,000 naira, which is the price 13 pieces is sold in the market, That's a total of 13,000 naira. Now that's to say that each bird, when the water leaf is cheap, gives me 13,000 naira, and when it is in a peak period, that is dry season, each of the bird gives me ×2, or rather sometimes ×3 of what it will give me on a normal day. Now that's to say, if on a normal day I'm getting 13,000 for each bird, that means during the dry season I'm getting over 30,000 naira for each bird. Okay, so do that maths, do the rest of the calculation. In 3 months, in 4 months, in 6 months, this business is a very, very lucrative one. Meanwhile, guys, my corn is ready for harvest. I mean, a few of them is ready for harvest. Okay, and I'm going to show you guys how to identify when the corn is ready for harvest. These ones are not ready yet. Okay, and I must mention, my darlings, corn is another lucrative farm business when it's in season. Okay, the only thing is it's a seasonal crop. Okay, and that's usually the beginning of a new year. That's when they plant the corn, towards January, February, and by April, that's in 3 months. In 3 months, yeah, 3 to 4 months, if rain falls early. If it rains early, then you should be ready for harvest. Okay, I mean, people make 60K and upward on the day that they harvest corn. It all depends on the amount of corn though that you planted. These ones, I planted them just for eating, my own personal consumption, like I mentioned, my darlings. Now let me show you guys how to identify, or rather how to know when a corn is ready for harvest. This is one of the ways you will know corn that is ready for harvest. See how dry it is. Okay, I mean the hair, the Brazilian hair from the corn. Okay, so let me so harvest day. Eh? Harvest day. Woo! Obia. See Obia, corn. Bring the video close. Bring it close. Woo! This is my harvest. Eh? Oh my goodness. Fresh corn. Okay, so I'm going to harvest some more. Okay, so me and my children go chop corn today. So guys, I ended up harvesting just 3 for myself and my kids. Next week I'll be harvesting the rest. Thank you very much for watching this video, my darlings. See you in my next video. Bye bye.